Welcome to another video. Just wanted to say thank you all for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, check out the Patreon, and I'll see you all in the intro. Welcome back, folks, to another video. We're doing it on an interesting rock list that just recently 5-0'd by someone in our Discord, JD35. I appreciate the list, and obviously, it is definitely a cool looking list. So let's talk about what this deck is and kind of, what are some interesting choices and some interesting, just interesting things overall. So this is definitely a rock list. It is very mid-rangey in a sense, but also kind of not, right? It is kind of a combo deck in the sense that you are trying to get, a Get Rock Monster or, Dryad Elysian Grove plus Life from the Loam going, or Dread Present plus Dryad. There's a lot of inner working parts here that are definitely really cool. So we have our removal, we have our discard, we have our Urza Saga tutor package here, and Zero and Orb, and a bunch of other stuff. We have 3 Tarmogoyfs, which I kind of think is a weird number, but I'll talk about my concerns and stuff like that later on. Liliana of the Veil, which I think is very strong, especially when you're a Life from the Loam deck. It kind of makes sense, right? Like, the discard is not that big of a deal. Dryad is definitely a good card when you're trying to ramp into your 5-drops, and definitely working with Dread Presence, working well with Get Rock Monster, working well with Titania. Just seems very strong. And again, Tireless Tracker kind of goes along with that plan, right? You have multiple land drops. Dryad allows you to play two lands a turn, and it just seems pretty interesting, right? Now my concerns are kind of specifically and exclusively with Tarmogoyf. I don't mind that we are a lands theme deck that is trying to ramp up to our 5-drops, get some crazy value, and just win out of nowhere. But my problem with Tarmogoyf is that it kind of feels like it doesn't really work with the plan here. I would prefer at least a second Life from the Loam. I think Witherbloom Command would definitely be an interesting choice. Now, I know I'm a sucker for that card, but I do think it'd be quite strong here. Also, the curve is a little high, right? We only have 14 1-drops, and some of them we don't really want Pithing Needle, we don't really want Shadow Spear, we don't really want Zurin Orb. So our curve really is a little high here, and while that's not necessarily a bad thing, I do think that you do need to be a little bit lower to the ground, and maybe that's where Tarmogoyf kind of shines here. But I think the card that I am most concerned about is Liliana of the Veil, because I really do wish that our plan here was maybe we go Interact on turn 1, play a Steve on turn 2, or something to kind of ramp ourselves into our 3, 4, or 5 drops, right? I kind of feel like we're kind of pushing, and we have some, I don't know, some strain between whether or not we want to be an over the top deck or kind of a low to the ground mid-range interactive deck. And now, granted, I haven't played the list, so maybe I'm incorrect in this assumption, but I just feel as if that is something that I am concerned about. As for the rest of the deck, I think it seems to make a lot of sense. It seems cool. I've actually had an idea like this before. One card that I would like maybe is a Ramonop Excavator, because I think that's a really fun card to play with all this stuff, but that's okay. It doesn't really need to happen. As for our sideboard, we have Necros, very good against combo decks, a lot of decks. Fatal Push, Force of Vigor, these are all very strong cards. 3 Veils, Nature Claim, Ashiok for Graveyard Hate plus miscellaneous stuff. Soul Guide Lantern, Spellbomb, Graveyard Hate, Bajuka Bog. One thing I will say as well is when you're playing Bajuka Bog in the sideboard, I don't think it makes too much sense if you don't play Elvish Reclaimer. Now, granted, I know we have an expedition map to find it, but I kind of feel as if that selection it's not wrong. It just feels as if you want some way to find it more consistently, right? Just playing it as a land drop doesn't seem when Bajuka Bog makes a deck list, it's usually playing Knight of the Reliquary or Elvish Reclaimer or Crop Rotation. These are cards that make the Bajuka Bog make sense. And in this specific deck, I feel like it doesn't make sense. So that is the one card in the sideboard that I'm kind of not a huge fan of. But other than just like, I don't want to like just completely shit on the deck because I think there are some really cool things. Obviously it 5-0'd, so there's something here, and I just am very curious to see how it goes. I want to play the list. I'm excited to get into it. I hope you all are too. Let me know down below if you want to see, you know, maybe we can work on this deck to make it a little bit more powerful in the future. But anyways, yeah, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the first match. We are getting into the first match here on the play with this is like kind of a weird hand. It's not horrible, but I feel like this hand just doesn't do enough. I'm gonna mulligan. I don't know. I'm gonna keep it. It's kind of just like a slow, poopy mid-range hand that is definitely fine, not amazing. Like, we could have some draws that really, you know, help this, you know, not seem as bad, but, you know, definitely not an amazing hand. All right, so we'll definitely Inquisition here, see what's going on. Okay, so this is the blue-black Murktide Regent list. I'm kind of curious what I want to take here. I could see taking Mistress Bauble, makes sense. I could also see taking like Night's Whisper or Counterspell. I don't think I want to take Counterspell. I'm thinking it's either Night's Whisper or Mistress Bauble, because Bauble allows them to find their second land, where Night's Whisper is card advantage. I'm just gonna take the card advantage. I'm not like 100% on that take, but I think it's pretty obvious that it's either Bauble or Shredder, or Bauble or Night's Whisper. So I think that's the decision that makes the most sense. So yeah, and like this is the one, you know, reason to maybe wait. It's because like they're gonna fetch shock if they don't see a, you know, a land on top, but I don't know. All right, we draw another land. That is not bad. So I guess the real question here is, if they slam a Shredder, am I pushing it on the instep, or I think I just go Liliana Edict. Okay, they are not allowing us to do that, which is fine. I think I will just slam a Dryad here. Draw a land. Okay, that's fine. Dryad. Yep, this is probably going to get a counter spell, which I think is fine. Don't really care about that. Yep, counter. Sure. That is A-okay with me. Blue. Are we slamming a Murktide Regent, or... Looks like we're slamming a Murktide Regent. So Liliana downtick is very good for us. Yep. I don't know if they play Force Negation, but there's no playing around it, so... Or I guess a Stubborn Denial would be pretty good too. I could Thoughtseize them, but I kind of don't think that is worth it. Okay, sweet. Sweet. I'm thinking that I would rather just slam my Liliana and move on with my life. Like, if they have a Spell Pierce, Stubborn Denial, something of the sorts, then it is what it is, and we move on with our life. But yeah, we got lucky, and they didn't have either of those. So other land, Ledger Shredder into Night's Whisper, which is pretty good. I think we're probably gonna discard this Get Rock monster. Yeah. Okay. Then we will Fatal Push and then Thoughtseize them. Thoughtseize you. Take your Shadow. Right. We are at parity, except we have a Planeswalker and they have an extra land. So definitely not a bad position for us. Okay. Watery Grave getting shocked in. Nothing. Okay. Pick up. Goodbye, Thoughtseize. Curious why they didn't play their fetch land here. Okay. Another Night's Whisper. Pretty good. Blue, black, into another Night's Whisper. A pretty good turn for them. Land. Cool. Titania, we will see in ya. I will play a Red Presence. Alright, this is definitely a cool one. If we end up drawing a swamp, I'm curious what we do here. Like, are we in the drawing cards game plan, or... Don't tell me you drew another Night's Whisper, okay. Round the lock, sure. Liliana of the Veil, okay. Don't care. Nazis, sure. Keep on ticking up. Do I want to crack the peat land here on the end step? That's a good question. We draw 2 creatures. The way we lose this game. Oh, nothing. Okay. No, I'm gonna be down ticking this turn. That's for sure. A Dryad. Okay. Why did they do that? I honestly have zero clue why they made that play. That doesn't really make sense to me, but... Alright, Ledger Shredder. Do they just do it so that I down tick? I guess. Right. Are we countering this? Sure. I could tick up or just make them sack it. I'm just gonna make them sack it. And then let's play our Dryad here off of Overgrown Tomb, I believe. I know we get all colors of mana, but I kind of think in case they draw a kill spell, I'd rather have 2 black sources. Death Shadow, sure. Sure. Removal spell? And. Alright. Go ahead. I have to jump block. I feel like a Dried Arbor would be a cool one as well. We don't have that in the deck, do we? No. Wait. No, we do not. Alright. Block your creature. Oop, nope. Turn off all yields. Did you draw a freaking Murktide, bro? Come on. Ugh. You needed them to whiff for like 1 turn and they just drew like straight gas. Alright. Give us a Lily. Or kill spell. Xeran Orb. I guess that like kind of keeps us in it. Not really, but kinda. If we draw Titania next turn, it definitely wins us the game. That's kind of what I'm hoping for. Give us a Titania. Or Ledger Shredder, sure. Oh! Nazis. Yep, that's not gonna do it. Oh, man. They just, like, didn't draw bad. Alright, that just sucks. I mean, it is what it is. God dang. They just drew insanely well. But, you know, definitely gets better post board here. Not interested in Force of Vigor. I guess Bajuka Bog's good. It's probably better than, like, Ghost Quarter here. Let's look at our cards, though. I'm thinking Tarmogoyf is just kind of poopy and bad here. Maybe like something like Dread Presence is just worse. Let's look at our curve here. Curve definitely lowers. Tracker is quite strong. I think Dread Presence is probably the worst card here. And then we have to like Pithing Needle probably doesn't need to be in the deck. Shadow Spear's fine. Liliana's pretty good. Maybe we can trim on the Inquisitions and then like a Tarmogoyf or something. Or like get Rock Monster if we want. Zero Orb's definitely like a needed card. I'm gonna trim on a Dryad. I don't know. We're gonna be low on resources. It's not necessarily the best top deck. I know that it helps out the deck quite a bit, but this is definitely a fine keep as well. We kind of needed like a where were our Urza Saga's last game? That's kind of what we needed to really push forward there. We just kind of never found one. Sure. I can take Lily. That'd be my guess at least. Yeah. Took Lily. Bye, Lily. Why did we not do that first? Like, they bobbled us after they Thoughtseized us? Love it. Love it. That doesn't help. I mean, maybe that does. I don't know. Maybe they can never beat us if we get Zero Orb on the battlefield, so... I don't know. It could have been helpful information for them. You just pumping out 2 shadows here? No. Ledger Shredder. Okay, we're conniving. It's fine. This card's Drown and Lock. Interesting. Bobble us again. Sure. I feel like our opponent's just playing so weird. I'm going to Fatal Push. I could have saved it in case we drew Lily here. Dryad. Not a bad card, but definitely doesn't do much on the battlefield. Like, kind of need more lands here. And this has definitely been my concern. It's like, you know, we're kind of in this weird spot where like we just don't have land drops, and it's not like we have a way of really fueling a bunch of land drops. Like, I think my concern here is why, like, this is why I think having more copies of specifically Life from the Loam makes a lot of sense, or even a Witherbloom command, like a way to get ourselves like 2-for-1s. I don't know. It just seems weird that we're only on, you know, this many lands, but it's okay. Or not on this many lands, but on, you know, not really. I don't know if what I'm making makes sense. We just don't have a lot of ways to get a bunch of land drops. Oh man. Get Rog Monster. Help me, buddy. I need help, man. Lands. Alright, I guess we're attacking. Alright, we can't block. I'm attacking. Alright, get Rog. Get Rog Monster. Blue, black. Bye, Dryad. Alright, so if I slam my Get Rog Monster, am I sacking like all of my lands to draw a bunch of cards? Probably not. The Frog Horror. I didn't even realize this is a horror. Wait, is Thing on the Ice, does it say it bounces all non-horror creatures? I'm not sure if it's that or something else. Like, am I crazy? But would Get Rog Monster not get bounced? I might be wrong. Because that would be funny if my Get Rog Monster would be vibing. Alright, Death Shadow, sure. Death Shadow, we need a land bad. Give us a land. Please, deck, give me a land. I swear to God, it's Pajukabog. Oh! Let's go! Get Rog Monster! it. Mother. God damn it. What? Bottom. No, not like this, get wrong. No. Now I want to know if Thing in the Ice says non-horror creatures. I'm like 100% sure it does. Yeah, return all non-horror creatures. That's great. My Gitrog monster can stay in my hand. Alright. Bop, 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 bop. Please. Please, no! No! Alright, let's get into match number 2. Okay, we're into the second match. Let's... Oh, no! Not like this. Oh my god, we found an Urza Saga? Let's go. Alright, definitely keeping. Let's go. Oh, please. Don't be a good deck. Don't be like an Insano deck. Hardened scales? Kind of feel like we're effed against this deck, but I don't know. Alright. Let's hope that we don't die. Okay, patchwork. Sure, don't care. Give me Lily off the top. Let's go. Oh, I love this. Oh, I'm so happy. No, not like this. Okay. Little dryad. Alright, tick up. We will discard my other saga, or my dryad, apologies. Alrighty. We're looking kind of cool, I think. I'm not sure, though. Also, I was thinking about this. Cards that I would love to see in this deck. Bounce lands, Dryad Arbor. I think those two would make this deck, like, so much better. Like, just, not saying, like, for sure better, but, like, in my head, that makes a lot of sense. So, I'm not saying that I'm right, but, like, I think, like, something along that line would make a lot of sense. Hey, what's this? A walking barista, no! Oh, we're killing Lily? Alright, sure. Something good? Pithing Needle. Really help me. Why do I feel like we're dead? Let's go, monster. Let's go, monster. Come on, get rogue. They're pumping out a construct. That's good for us. I don't know how we actually, like, pull ahead here. That's what I'm confused about. No! Sure. Kind of needed that, though. If I block, the problem is... Oh, wait. What is the problem here? Oh, they can ballista it? Yeah. Whatever. Goodbye. Alright. Sacrifice forests. Lands. I don't even know what I'm looking for, really, but... Maybe, like, fetch lands? I don't know. Let's hope that we got good stuff coming. Right, we drew a swamp. Draw Thoughtseize. Alright. Fetch. What are we drawing here? I need to draw some good stuff. Expedition map. I don't think that does anything for us. I guess I might as well Thoughtseize them. Simulacrum. Put 2/1/1 counters on target creature you control or another ballista. I kind of actually think I have to take this Simulacrum. Alright, Expedition map. Don't really know what I'm finding here. Oh yeah, I can just grab something and Pithy Needle Walking Ballista. I got me a fetch land or an Urza Saga. It's a Saga. Blue. Walking Ballista. Let's go. Yeah, that makes sense. God, I'm so smart. Oh, are you freaking shitting me? Alright, didn't matter anyways. You gotta be joking. What the heck? Alright, Force of Vigors, Nature's Claims. Fatal Push. God dang it, dude. That was such a good draw from them. Stuff we don't need. Again, Dread Presence seems a little weak. Liliana the Veil is actually horrible against them as well. Dread Presence is definitely better than Lily, so. I mean, now Spellbomb sucks. I guess this is what we're doing. I mean, ugh. Alright, this hand. I don't know. I guess I'm keeping it. I don't really understand if this hand's good or bad. Oh, this deck pains me. It pains me to play this deck. It's not like it's so bad. It's just like I feel like it'd be so much more optimized. And I'm not like saying it's a bad deck build from whoever built this, aka my boy. Nature's Claims in their deck? Uh-oh. You don't have green mana. I guess I'm taking a Ravager. Why shock? Sure, why not? Why not? There might be some 3-drop that I draw that I want to play, or like if I draw Nature's Claim off the top, you know. Or yeah, might as well just trade this for the Welding Jar. Sure. Or another Fatal Push. Look at that. That's exactly the whole point. Armagurf. And then I guess what we do here is we say go. I just want to push this now. Because like they can like animate or something. I don't know. I just don't really want like some weird stuff happening with Arcbound Ravager, which is definitely something that can happen. So alright, let's play this pre-combat. They want to Nature's Claim this, they can. Actually, they kind of can't. Weird, really, it's weird. All right, can I get a? I don't even know what I want off the top. Problem. There's like nothing that I want to draw, other than like maybe like another Tarmogoyf. Like Urza Saga isn't good. Yeah, I guess we're gonna. Oh, okay. Sure. A 6/7 Tarmogoyf. Get in there, buddy. Oh, F me. F me. F me. F me. What am I doing? Ah! I'm sorry. That was like the biggest pun of my life. Oh my god. Dread Presence, you're actually good. Why did I do that? I'm like, oh, okay, they're just going to. I don't know. I genuinely don't know what the heck I was doing. Yeah, I don't know. That I have no excuse. I'm sorry. Other than I'm sorry. Like, all right, put us to 1, sure. Okay. I mean, I don't know. That's my fault. I'm sorry. Let's get into the next match. Okay, we get to go first again. Oh, hand pains me. We actually have a life in the loam this time too. I just can't keep this though, can I? Nah. Yeah, there's no way. Sure. I don't know what I'm putting back. It's either Dread Presence or I think it's the Dread Presence. We're just gonna try and be like a Hope Tarmogoyf wins us the game beat down deck. Thoughtseize. What? Huh? I am confusion. I'm like scared this card's gonna win them the game. What is this card doing in their deck? I'm gonna take the Amulet. I don't really know what's going on over there. This Ghost Quarter also seems pretty good against this Golgari Rat Farm. I guess I'm probably naming Steve with this. That's a weird little gambit here. We call it the Pithy Needle Steve Gambit. I cracked myself up. Sure. Steve. Pithy Needle. Sure. What am I naming here? Maybe like Expedition Map. I also like name a land. Maybe I just name. What is their deck? They've got to be like what's it called? What's that Hilaria West deck? I would imagine. I don't know. I can't like not try that. I don't know what their deck is though. A Gruul Turf. A Boreal Grazer. Play a Rot. Their hand is Rot Farm, Summoner's Pack, Persist, Mystery card. I probably have to hit this Gruul Turf here. A Dryad, sure. Attack. Let's see. Do I actually have to pop the Gruul Turf? Let's think. I think I have to take a risk that their hand doesn't have an untapped land in it. Because the problem is... Okay, well, they just... Yeah. The problem is, like, if, for instance, I pop the Gruul Turf, really all I'm doing is buying myself another turn. Which I guess maybe is, like, what I should have done. Maybe I should have taken the Summoner's Pact on turn 1. I don't think that was the right call, though. They do have to pay for Pact on their upkeep. I don't know. I think the problem is I'm like struggling with this deck because just because there's reasons, and I don't wanna. They have a Bajuka Bug, which is probably targeting themselves. Yep. Yeah, I think we are dead. We would have bought ourselves that turn. Found a Thoughtseize off the top, wouldn't we? Yeah, alright. Play bad. Alright, at least our matchup probably is pretty good here. Alright, all of this stuff's good. Fatal Push sucks. Nile Spell Bombs irrelevant. This Dread Presence card has just been like one card that I kind of felt like I want to take out almost every game. Gitrog seems a little much. Maybe we can also get rid of some like Dryads, like 2. Like a Dread Presence. Yeah, this seems okay. Alright, this hand is quite good. Look at that. Hey, we can't lose if you can't win. that's the new thing. That is our new thing. We can't lose if you can't win. Amulet, okay. Am I Besage doing that? I don't think so. I think I'll Besage you a bounce land if they play a bounce land though. Oh, a Valakut? Sure. 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 Okay, so we have a few options here. We can either slam Ashiok, we can slam Necro, or we can slam... No, Lily's bad. So it's Necro or Ashiok. And I feel like Ashiok's better. Yeah, I'm thinking Ashiok's better. Go. Sure. Yeah, plus they could have like had Veil here or something. Like, if they had Veil, that would have been sick. Urza Saga, or like a Boseiju target. Sure, Dryad. Wow. Another Amulet. What do we want to do here? We could Bose... Oh wait, no. We need to kill this Dryad, that's for sure. So how do we want to do that? I guess we have to do it with Lily. I'm like, okay, if you have Veil, like, whatever, you got us. I swear to God, if they have Veil. Oh, thank God. Holy baby Jesus. Thank you. Here's what their game plan here is. Oh, man. I'm just going to pass through the turn. Oh, yield to the end step. How bad is it, opponent? Don't you dare have a Dryad. Ah, Persist Dryad. Yep. What a... No, killing Lily? Wait, why are we killing Lily? Oh my God. Okay, you got enough mana, buddy? You got enough mana, man? Holy Jeebus. Primeval Titan. Okay. That was weird. Alright. Expedition map. Your last card in hand is a bounce land. My God. Why did they have Persist on the Dryad? That's so annoying. I think we had the Bloodchief's Thirst, the Primeval Titan, and then the next turn we Beseiju the Dryad. I don't really know. We're kind of in a poopy position. Milieu, our Ashiok's dead anyways. I think if they just attack us, we literally die. It's just like, should I have played this game differently? I don't know. Like, the Urza Saga was a problem. Oh yeah, I forgot they can't find anything because of Ashiok. Duh. Okay. Deal 6 to us. Okay. What are the best cards to draw? Force of Vigor is for sure the best, because then we can go bop bop. Lily. Lily's not horrible. Saga of Our Own. We Boseiju here. Or we could Boseiju the Valakut. Oopsies. Undo. What does that really accomplish, though, for us? Nothing, really. Alright. Boseiju the Dryad. Does not really accomplish much, if anything. Alright. They have a lot of draws that just kill us. But next turn, we get to go Lily Edict. No, what are you doing? Don't tell me you drew up. You got to be kidding me. Are you serious? Oh my god. Ah. Oh, come on, dude. Oh my god. Whatever. They got us. All right. 4th match. Let's go. Match 4. Bad hand, I believe. All right. Hey, this has a saga. It has some stuff. I am content with this hand. I'm going to put back the Shadow Spear and be happy with where we're at. Hope this is not a deck that plays quick, because we have the long game here, that's for sure. Just don't do anything too quickly. HB2302. Just don't do anything. Don't do anything quick, brother. Blue source. What does this mean? Oh god. This blue moon. I don't know. I don't want to play out my fetch lands then if it's blue moon. Like, get myself a basic forest here. Get myself kind of locked up against Blood Moon with a Boseiju. And then we can start playing Saga. Okay, Ledger Shredder, sure. Mishra's Blabble. Okay, seems like kind of a quick deck. I'm not really thinking they should slow down a little bit here. Hey, put something on top. Boo, stop. Stop it. Gobbling us? Sure. I'll just fetch it away anyways. Am I describing a saga? I don't think I am. Multiple sagas are pretty nice. Yield to the end step here. I don't know. This Sulphur Falls has me kind of confused what's going on. I mean, if there wasn't a Sulphur Falls, I mean, obviously I'd think this is Murktide, but since I saw Sulphur Falls, I thought this was a Blue Moon deck. But now I'm confused once again because I don't think Blue Moon would play this aggressive to the board. So I don't really know, to be completely honest. To be honest, I have zero clue. Oh, I guess I'm playing a Tireless Tracker. I mean, I don't really need it, but like, sure, why not? At least allows me to play something. If they have a removal spell, they use it here instead of on Titania. Okay, that's also like a-okay with me. Kind of just need to buy myself another turn. That's all I need. Just give me one more turn after this. 2 turns. Give me 2 turns. That's what I meant. Uh-oh. Don't you dare play a Blood Moon. Don't you dare. Okay. I mean, this is terrifying, but at least it's not us. Blood Moon pretty much just kills us, so at least it's not Blood Moon. Okay, what? They're discarding Express Iteration. Oh, mother trucker. How bad is it? I guess that means they probably have a second EI in their hands. I couldn't imagine it's something else, unless it's Blood Moon, of course. Oh, thank God. No! Okay, it is Blue Moon, or something. I don't know. Alright. God dang it, man. Is it possible for us to win a game? Let's hope. Alright. What's bad here? Get us a Ghost Quarter out. Dread Present is poop. Tarmogoyf is fine. Inquisitions are okay because we're worried about Blood Moon. Pithy Needle bad. Zurin Orb, I guess, is needed. Dryads just seem like so meh. I think these are the cards that I'm fine with. All right, let's hope that we are able to do something here. Okay, starter looks good. Look at that. Look at that. Looky here. We are chilling like a villain. I'm just gonna get a basic forest here, no matter what. I guess if they play a 1-drop, I won't, but that's about it. Yeah, okay, it's a Ragavan. That's the card that I will choose not to get a basic for. Alrighty. Untap. Oh, yes. Alright. Fetch basic forest. Lamb goofball. And let's just Blood Chief's Thirst. Attack first, then bog them. So we are going to be losing creature here, but I think bogging them makes some sense. Okay. Don't really know what's going on over there, but something's going on. Please play Blood Moon. I would actually love a Blood Moon. Yes. No. Bad. Bad, opponent. Bad. Alright. Go Tarmogoyf. Should have played this Triad first. That's okay. Dress down. Sure. I guess. Oh, yeah. Well, that's okay. Yeah, dude. Dryad. Dryad. Get yourself in the bin real quick. Go into the bin. No! Bolt. Oh, man. We are in trouble. We have nothing going on. And they even have Delirium, so if they find an Unholy Heat, our Dryad's dead. I guess this is just like a weird variant with Sulfur Falls in it. And like Blood Moon main. I actually have no clue. I'm not going to pretend to know what's going on with our opponent's deck. Alright, I think I have to, like, we are so far behind that we kind of need a blowout here. Something good. That's not good. Draw a card. Alright. Nihil Spellbomb. Alright. Pop the Spellbomb. Fatal Push. Alright. Well, that was an okay turn, I guess. What we need is, like, land into, like, Titania or get Rock Monster. Something along those lines. They are surveilling. We could, like, again, we can cycle this fail. I just really don't think it's worth it. I think we just have to get, like, God tier lucky. Say have like 9 cards in hand. Or 5 cards in hand. I was looking at the life total. Bobbling us, sure. Bolt me? Oh, are we just playing a Murktide Regent? For 3 mana? Alright, I need to cycle Veil now. Because they know our top card doesn't deal with Murktide Regent, or else they probably wouldn't have played it, so yeah, it doesn't. So, give us something good to eat, please. God dang it. God dang it, dude. Are we? I don't think we're winning a game. I'm kind of convinced that a game is not going to be won. This league. If you're watching at this point, do you think we're gonna win a game? Because I am very doubtful. Because we have one more game, we have one more match left, and it's not looking good for this match. So I'm assuming this one's over unless we draw kind of some gas, and I'm not sure what gas even looks like at this point. And they drew a bolt, so we're gonna be going down to 5 here. Oh, and a blood moon. Perfect. Perfect. Tireless tracker. All right. I mean, oh, these don't tap for any colors. So did me not Bosageing this on the instep kill me? I don't think I would have had any outs. Yeah, I mean, we don't have any outs. So, all right. All right, let's get into the fifth and final match. Let's hope we win a game. Smile. All right, fifth and final match. Can we please get a game? That's all I'm asking for, deck. Just give me a game. It's like, I feel like we haven't done anything coherent. Like, we've just played cards. All right, this hand looks okay. It looks okay. Please. Gigant, I don't know what you mean. You could be a lot of things. Okay, tap land. Okay, it's Zoo. It's Zoo. It's Zoo. It's got to be Zoo. Zoo's got to be a fine matchup, right? Please, right? Come on, deck. Please, 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 maybe, please. Oh my God, Titania. Holy Jesus. Holy Jesus. That's a good draw. Let's go, please. Just play a territorial Kavu. I'll push it. Smile. We'll be happy. Oh, maybe it's not Zoo. That's my guess, though. Sanders Lounge says Zoo to me, or Domain, whatever you want to call it. All right, Sag, they bolted our Tarmogoyf and played a Ragavan. So yeah, this is 100% Zoo. All right, say go. So I think what we're gonna do here is play Besage You, play Dread Presence. Next turn, shock this in, maybe kill something, and then play Titania and like kind of pray. All right. Fatal Push your monkey. But Fatal Push the monk. What's this? Okay, Nashiba Brawler. Fine. Monkey, sure. Don't have another removal spell or I'm gonna cry and just be so sad. Inquisition. I don't think I can play that. All right, Dread Presence. Go! Please! Hold! I don't want to look. Why am I looking? No! God damn it! Oh. You could have freaking thoughts he's gonna cry. Okay. Okay. Ghost Quarter. Sure. Titania. Please don't have a removal spell, please. For the love of God. Nathaniel, I'm pleading with you. No. What is this? Raymond! What blasphemy? Ah! God damn it. I'm so sad. Okay, don't have anything. You got... What is this bullshit? I'm so mad. No! God damn it. God. Our opponent did the thing before us. Oh my God. Just kill me already. Oh man. All right. I don't think we can survive, right? I don't know. No, we are dead. We're dead. Fatal Push. I don't even want to like think about what's going on here. All right, Dryad. I don't even know. There's like Nile Spellbound's bad, I guess. Do I bring in a Nature's Claim for Leyline Binding? I guess is the question. I don't really think so. I don't think there's anything I'd want more or less, I should say. Yeah, I just think, yeah. All right, let's just do this. Okay. Game, please. Give us like the best hand possible. I'm begging you, deck. Please. Please. Oh my god, why does this hand only have one land in it? How greedy am I? This hand's pretty good. I gotta keep it. We're gonna find a green source off the top. We're gonna find a fetch land. Like, we're down so bad that I just need to keep this. Oh my god. So I'm taking. Oh my god, all these cards are bad for us. Oh, rest in peace sucks too. I think I have to take the Scion and hope they go turn 1 shock and steam vents. Play Ragavan, we draw land, we go push Ragavan, take rest in peace. And if we whiff, we can just Bloodchief's Thirst and wait a turn. Please. Please, deck. Don't you dare slam the freaking... Don't you dare slam the rest in peace. I'm begging you, deck. No! God damn it. Alright, guys. This is going to be a tough match. Alright, they have nothing, I guess. Sure, just draw lands. That wasn't even a green source, so I don't know why I'm upset. It just didn't even matter. We weren't even drawing a green source. Also, where is Haywire Might? I just thought about that. Where is Haywire Might? That card would be beautiful. Alright, let's see what we're getting. Doesn't do anything. They probably would have played any spell, so I guess what we're doing is grabbing Expedition Map. Oh my god, this game is just infuriatingly tilting sometimes, isn't it? Okay. Great. Perfect. Perfect. Expedition Map. Find ourselves a land. I guess an overgrown. Or I guess I'm just gonna grab a forest. I guess I might as well as Inquisition. I don't really got anything else to do. Aha! Tribal Flames. Good God. Okay. Deck. Stop shitting on us, please. Okay, they just fetched and cycle. Breeding Pool and Shocked. Probably playing the Gigantha. I'm not sure if we can beat that, but they have 2 mystery cards. We need to draw a land. Oh, man. Ah, pain. Oh, we're going 0-5 without winning a game. It's coming. It's happening. It's happening. Oh, it's gonna happen. Land. Oh, are you? God damn it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Guess I'm pushing this brawler. God, okay. I guess this is a gain 2 life at the bare minimum. Pain. This is so embarrassing. No. Okay. All right, attack you for 1. We're winning the race. Wink, wink, smiley face. I guess we kind of are like not completely losing the race. Territorial Kavu. Okay. Saga. Hold. Tracker. Oh my god, it resolved. Okay. We can chump block with our Tarmogoyf. And then we can start pumping out some tokens, maybe? And we'll block your Territorial Kavu. Or I guess it doesn't really matter. Either one. We'll block one of them. Okay, we're gonna go to 5. Don't you dare kill me. No! Ragavanture. Okay. Okay, let's think. If we equip Shadow Spear, we can block. I guess that's our only technical out, although that's not really an out. Gives us an extra turn. But like, what are we drawing to? I don't think we're drawing to anything. Okay, I guess what we can do is we can equip Tracker and attack them. We go to 9. They attack us for 12. We have to sack 2 lands. If we draw... I just don't think there's an out. I'm trying to figure one out. We can make a construct, sack a land. I guess that's the out. Yeah, that's the out. Make a construct, sack a land, sack the Urborg, I guess. Oh, we draw, no, sack. Yeah, sack one of these two. I don't know which one I want to sacrifice. Let's see. Probably have more black spells that we can play. Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's our out. It's not really a great out, but it is an out. Make a construct. We can block Ragavan, block one of the other two, sack the forest, then float a mana, get something. I don't know what other 1-drops we have here. We have another artifact to get, right? I'm hoping. Actually, we might not. Hold up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't think we actually do. Oh man. Yep. I think actually getting rid of the Saga here makes the most sense then, because I actually don't think we have another artifact to get. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we have 3 artifacts in the bin, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 overall. So yeah, that accounts for all 7. So yeah, we'll sack the Urza Saga. Ugh. Okay. One, 2. Give me. I don't even think there's an out. I don't think there's an out again. All right. 05, 010. Oh, okay. Let's talk about the deck. So obviously they somehow went 5-0. I'm not saying that the deck doesn't have some legs here, but I think there are some very obvious problems that I would really like to fix here. At least in my opinion, there are some very obvious problems. 1, not enough Life from the Loams. If you're going to be a lands matter deck and you're playing green, you need like as many copies of Life from the Loam as possible. So just the fact that we're on 1 seems really out of place. The amount of times where I like have a Dryad and like no lands in my hand, or I'm just like, it just felt like we were doing nothing too often, right? Like we're just we're like in between a mid-range deck and a lands deck, right? And we need to be one or the other. We can't be like pulling on two different, avenues of victory. Like, you got to focus on one thing, and I think focusing on being the lands deck, because it seems like that's what you want to do, is focus on the land part. So cut the Tarmogoyfs. That card just like I just can't. I just can't recommend that as an actual option. I think some amount of Witherbloom commands would make sense. Liliana felt okay, but I think if you're gonna, again, I think if you're doing this, I would like to go over the top rather than kind of just like sit here and durdle, if that makes sense. Like, just have it once you get to like 5 mana, like almost like Primeval Titan, where like, okay, I just won. So kind of like that blue or that green white, or I think it was the Naya Titania list, where it's like, okay, I get to 5 mana, I have, Reclaimers, I have stuff like that. And like, I think in that sense, I would make it more of a lands deck and kind of like go away from the Thoughtseize and the Inquisitions, play Elvish Reclaimer. I'd probably go Abzan as well, because I think splashing white for Flagstones at Trocaire is a very good option, and I think that's a really good card. Also, I think I'd add a bounce land somewhere in there. Like, having another land that can get you another land drop, I think is huge. I think just like playing Tarmogoyf and stuff like that just doesn't make sense to me, and that was my biggest. That's like, it felt very hard to have a coherent game plan, because one of my, like, a starting hand can be Fatal Push, Thoughtseize, Tarmogoyf, Liliana, and another hand can be Dryad, Tarmogoyf, Fatal Push, Thoughtseize, and 2 lands. And it's like, okay, am I keeping that? Like, no. But if like that Tarmogoyf is a Life from the Loam and like I have fetch lands, and it's like, okay, that's a coherent game plan, right? We're gonna try and ramp out to Dryad and try and top deck one of our, Titania, Gitrog, or Dread Presence. And like, Dread Presence also, like, I think it gets better if you're like dedicated to the lands theme, but like, it was just horrible because of obvious reasons. Like, we just don't have enough lands and we couldn't get there consistently enough. And I think Life from the Loam solves that problem. So that is kind of my suggestions. If you want to play this list, it's definitely a fun list. We kind of tried to do some things, but you definitely need to optimize it a little bit more, in my opinion. I am very, very, honestly, I'm very impressed that someone 5-0'd with this list. And JD, like, I am not gonna lie, I'm not gonna be sure how you ever 5-0'd with this list, because it feels like the blueprints are there, but it's not built correctly yet. Like, it's close to me, but I think there are a lot of things I would change, and I think it's close, and it's getting close, but to me there's still some flaws. So I hope you all appreciated the video. I know we didn't win a game, which kind of sucks, but sometimes that happens, when you play a little bit of a new deck or like a brew. Sometimes they don't go well, and it's always fun to play them because you realize, okay, where are the problems? How can we fix them? And we get to talk about it and think about it, which is always my favorite part of Magic, is trying to, build up new decks and figure out what's going on. So anyways, without further ado, I appreciate everyone for watching, and I hope you hit that like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know down below if you want to see more of this list, and maybe I can talk with JD and we can, have a more coherent game plan. So without further ado, I'll see you all. Bye.